Hey guys, Peyton Snapeback here again for another video for you guys today. This is my June 2nd Blu-ray update. All these are Blu-rays, obviously. So 5 Blu-rays to show you guys and talk about. Got some pretty amazing ones. I mean, some of them are not the best, but, you know, got some good ones here. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So, first one ended up picking up. Now, this is one of their Blu-rays in Walmart that I got in the 788 Blu-ray bin. That is this double pack with Dumb and Dumber and The Mask here on Blu-ray. Yeah, I got this at the in their 788 Blu-ray bin. I mainly got this for The Mask. I did wanted to refuse to get this set for Dumb and Dumber because I did not think it was going to be any good. But I mean, I watched it. I did kind of like it. I mean, it wasn't great. I mean, it wasn't like, I didn't laugh as much as I did with The Mask, because I like The Mask, which I'll talk about that in a sec. But if you haven't seen Dumb and Dumber, it's basically about these two like blockheads who are basically going on this road trip because Jim Carrey's character, he ends up having this crush on this girl, or this woman who he takes to the airport, and she ends up leaving this suitcase, and you know, he thinks that she forgot it by accident, but really she forgot it on purpose because it was like some kind of like ransom or something. But Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels, they go on this road trip, and you know, they end up going on some kind of like trouble and stuff. I did kind of like it. I mean, it wasn't like as like amazing, or it wasn't like perfect, but I did like it. And guess, obviously, no, they did do a sequel. I might get the sequel. I'm thinking about it. Dumb and Dumber 2. And I think they did another one called, it was like Dumber and Dumber. It was like a prequel, I think. I'm not sure, but if they did, I don't think that got a Blu-ray release, but I will watch that one as well. And The Mask, which is a very good one, about Jim Carrey who wears this like green mask, and you know, it's like this green mask, if you wear it, you become basically like possessed. You do all this crazy stuff, and it's basically him wearing this green mask, and you know, he's doing like this crazy stuff, you know, and he's like, I think it was like these bad guys, they're like coming after him, and the police, and he's wanted for the police, because like, there was a scene when it shows on camera that he stole money from the bank or something. But, you know, I've always really liked that movie. I've always really liked the sequel too, The Son of the Mask. I know it's not, most people hate that one. I did not think there was anything wrong with that one. I mean, I've seen that one a million times as well. I mean, I don't know. I didn't think there was anything wrong with it. I mean, yes, I mean, Jim Carrey could have had like a cameo in it or something. I mean, I know there's really no connection to this, but I mean, it was kind of a good one. I did kind of like it. But hopefully at some point, maybe the Warner Archive can put that to Blu-ray or something. I don't know. Not saved yet, but that is this double pack here on Blu-ray that I got. Alright, the next one I got. Now, this movie I've been wanting to see for, ever since I heard about this. I was really excited that this came out. And I tried to watch it early because I was going to review it to you guys, but I only watched it for like 10 minutes, and it was, for some reason, it was boring the heck out of me. But when I bought it and I watched it, I liked it a lot better than how I was watching it before. Because I guess it's, the point is I didn't give it much time, but that is DAPHNE and VELMA here on Blu-ray. This I got at Walmart for $17.96. And if you guys didn't know, this is, this is actually, like, the 5th installment in, like, the live-action Scooby-Doo franchise series. I mean, yeah, this is the 5th one, I believe. And, you know, this is actually kind of Scooby-Doo-ish, but guess what? Scooby-Doo is not in this. Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah, how can you do a Scooby-Doo movie without Scooby-Doo the doll? Well, this is actually a prequel. I don't know. It's kind of a prequel, I guess. I don't know if they're like basically like remaking it. because at the same time, I was thinking that this was kind of like being like, what Bates Motel was doing, because, it was, I mean, you were thinking, like, it was like more of a, it was a prequel, but, they had like the iPhones and the laptops. They were like they had like, modern day stuff in it. And this one is a prequel, but also has modern day stuff in it. But I did kind of like this one. What this is basically about, a girl named Daphne, and she ends up going to this Ridge Valley High for the first time, and she's friends with Velma, and but the Velma character, she doesn't even really like her that much, and and Daphne is thinking, well, why doesn't she like me, but one day, what the mystery thing is, it's basically there ends up like some students end up going to this secret like locker room, or well, not like, they go inside this locker because they're like possessed, or like, and they go inside this locker, and you see them the next day. They're just like zombie, like they're like, I'm good, and but it was kind of like that movie, what was that called? Disturbing Behavior. That's what it was kind of like, in my opinion. But I don't want to ruin too much of this, because it did have a really good twist to it. And I did kind of like this one. And I've always really, I always really liked those Scooby-Doo live-action movies. The only one I have not seen, I only seen parts of it, but I haven't seen the whole thing, was that Scooby-Doo Curse of the Lake Monster thing. I seen the other one, Scooby-Doo The Mystery Begins. I saw that on, because it was a TV, both of them were TV movies, on Cartoon Network. But yeah, but I did kind of like this one for what it was. Alright, the next one I got, now this one, I got at Walmart for, it was originally $20, but I got it for $15, because it was a, what do you call it, clearance. This is the brand new Saw movie, Jigsaw, here on Blu-ray, and I can't really remember much about this one. I watched a little bit of it last night, but this one is, this one I remember kind of liking, not the greatest one, but, I kind of like the twist to it. The twist was kind of confusing, but I don't want to ruin what it was, but this is basically about, the Jigsaw murders, they're basically happening again, and, people are wondering, is, like, John Kramer, Tobin Bell, character, you're thinking, is he the one doing this again, or, is someone doing, like, some kind of copycat of the Jigsaw murders, and you got, like, some of these people, they're, playing a game, and, they're, and trapping themselves, so, because, like, here's the back right here, which is pretty neat. I like that scene in the beginning. But yeah, that was Jigsaw on Blu-ray. I'm sorry, I can't remember too much about this one. I only saw this once, but I might watch it again tonight. Alright, next one I got, was Scary Movie 3 here on Blu-ray. Got the pawn shop for $5, and, yeah, this is the unrated, it's called the exclusive unrated version. Now, I think it was originally, the unrated version, I think it was originally called Scary Movie 3.5, but, because it has that part in there when it, the scene where it says what it's called. It says Scary Movie 3.5, but, it doesn't say it, like, right here. It doesn't say it on the disc, I don't think. No, it doesn't say it on the disc. It doesn't even say it on the back. It just, yeah, it just says it right there. It's kind of weird, but yeah, but I always really like these Scary Movie, parody movies. This is probably one of my favorite ones in the series as well. But I always really like them all, anyway. But I think most people did not really like the 4th or 5th one. And it was mostly because they were PG-13. And, I didn't care what the rating was. I still liked them. I always really like these kind of, like, spoof, parody, comedy type movies. I always really like those movies. Even though, the ones are probably, like, bad, but they're good bad at the same time. Like, Disaster Movie. That's a good, bad movie. Because it's a hated movie, but I love that movie at the same time. I love that movie. I don't know what it is about that movie, but I always really liked that one. But yeah, this one right here, what it spoofs is it basically spoofs 8 Mile, The Ring, Signs, I think some of the Matrix films. But yeah. And I remember there's a special feature on here, like a deleted scene here. I think it was like spoofing like the Hulk or something, which I remember kind of liking that deleted scene. But yeah, that's Scary Movie 3. And the unrated version cut, the only thing I saw that was different was the beginning scene. I mean, I'm not going to say what that was, too inappropriate to say, but, you know, there was a beginning scene. It was something about a cat. That's all I have to say. A shaved cat. Alright, but yep, that is Scary Movie 3. And the last one I got. Now, this one I just got today. I watched half of it so far. I've seen this movie a million times, so I watched half of it so far, and it looks amazing on Blu-ray. And normally, I don't get many Disney Blu-rays in Walmart, because they're always so darn expensive. But, you know, I had $200 that I got for graduation. So I just decided to get it, because, hey, I had the money, so why not? But it was Finding Nemo here on Blu-ray. And I've always really loved this movie. I've seen this movie a million times as a kid. You know, that was all I had back then was the VHS. And I still have that to this day when I had it as a kid. But yeah, glad I finally got this on Blu-ray. And like I said, it looks beautiful on Blu-ray. I mean, it's sparkling good on Blu-ray. But what this is basically about, this fish, what starts off with this fish named Marlin, and I think his wife ends up getting eaten by a shark. And you know, they had all these babies. There were like, I don't know, there was like 200 babies. They're like these little like orange eggs, like the small, you know. And the shark ends up eating like the eggs, but only one of the baby fishes survive, which is the Nemo character. And you know, it's like years later. You know, he's afraid for Nemo to go to school, because, you know, all the stuff that happened when, you know, his wife was killed, and, you know, Nemo gets taken away by one of the divers, and, you know, and Marlin's on this adventure to try to find Nemo, and, you know, when he's with Dory, he meets Dory, and, you know, they're trying to find Nemo, and Nemo's, like, in this, aquarium at this dentistry, place. But I always really been a big fan of this movie, and again, for like the third time, I mean, it just looks so amazing on Blu-ray. This is why I like Disney animation so much on Blu-ray, because it's so, like, the picture is just so amazing and so good, and yeah, but I'm really glad I got this on Blu-ray finally. One of my favorite Disneys. There's some other Disney Blu-rays that are my favorite that I need to upgrade. But yeah. Alright, but that is it for my Blu-ray updates, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.